Hey gang, this is Mike with my Real Estate Dojo and how to start a business in America without getting into debt. So in other words, how can you start a business in America without borrowing money from a bank, without using your credit card, without using hard money lending? And what I want to do is explain the formula to be your dreams, which requires only a mindset theory, okay? And I've broken down a very complex psychological to financial, everything, just broke it down to just three things. Because I hear all the time, Mike, I need money to start a business. Mike, I don't have good credit. Mike, my daddy said I can't do it. My cousin said I can't do it. The teacher said I wasn't smart enough. The lender said they wouldn't do it. The landlord said he's not going to make it this thing, the lease for me, or whatever, okay? Or the manufacturer said they're not going to be able to do those quantities or give me at the rate that I need, or whatever it is, okay? I don't have money to grow. I don't have money to buy another truck. I don't have money to get a new salon. I don't have money to start a new location, what have you. And so what I want to show you guys is that in America, I have found the alchemy formula. And this formula is very, very simple, and it's just a couple of ideas, and I want to share with one portion of the alchemy formula with you right now. And in this formula, you don't need any money, you don't need any credit, you don't need to have connection, you don't even need to speak English. My poor dad doesn't hardly speak English, is illiterate. I can't, spell or read, maybe at a ninth grade level, even though I have a college degree. So the point is that you don't need credit, connections. There's so many people that have connections or network, or they shake hands, or their cousin's the lawyer, or fam, and that's great. If you have that, then I'm not dissing on you, okay? You just have more advantages. But just because you have advantages, or because Bob or Sam has advantages, it does not mean that me or you that don't have disadvantages, we can't get where we're trying to go to, because I am just showing you right now the alchemy formula to having success. Okay, so I want to start off from over here, okay? And for you guys that don't know what this symbol means, because math has been not your strong point, or it's been a while, I want to explain that this symbol means right here, this is greater than. So what this is basically saying that there's three mindsets as an entrepreneurship or as individuals in life, okay? And the three mindsets are like this: I will try, or maybe. You heard people saying this kind of stuff. They're like, hell, I'll try to get into the gym, or I'll try to get fit, or I'll try to start a business. Maybe I can start a business. Maybe I can be my dreams. Maybe I could write a book. Maybe I can be a real estate investor. Maybe I could have my own salon. Maybe I can have my own tattoo company. Maybe I'll do $1 million in sales. I will try to do $1 million in sales. So you get what I'm going, ladies and gentlemen, that this is the mindset of, I want a better life, but I'm not sure it's going to work. I'll try it. I'll maybe it. Okay? The next one is, these are what I call the losers in life, okay? So if you ever so it doesn't mean just because you use these words you're a loser, but in a specific goal. If you have a goal, I want to be a millionaire, and you say, well, I think I'm going to be a millionaire. I'll try to be a millionaire. I'll try to start a business. Then you're probably not going to make it. You're going to have total failure. The people here, okay, you could call like average people, okay, if I could say that. They're more winners because their mindset has changed significantly. That's why it says I can and I will is greater than I'll try or maybe. And the people that says I can and I will, they have tremendous opportunity for reaching their goals, and they have way higher probability of reaching their goals, okay? Because they're telling themselves, I can be a millionaire. I will be a millionaire. I will start a business. I will learn how to fix and flip properties. I will start a tattoo business. I will start a credit card repair business. I will make my company $1 million roofing business. I will turn my moving company into a millionaire. Whatever your goal is, I will sell books. I can sell books. Okay, so your confidence tremendously changes. You have 100% belief in yourself over here, where here you don't. Okay, so I don't want to say these are average, but these are the average winners. Okay. So on this side compared to this is way more. That's why it says I can, I will is a lot greater than I will try and maybe. But the problem with this mindset is these are the people that have success in America. However, they have to borrow money. They have to, get credit. They have to have connections. They have to shake hands. They got to know the right people. Okay. Now on the left hand side, okay, it says I must, I have to. It says I must and I have to is greater than I can and I will, which is greater than I will try. So this is the most greater out of all these two, okay? And I must and I have to is a whole different animal, okay? I must and I have to is where true entrepreneurship is. Just a couple of days ago, I did a video and I posted it on Facebook and YouTube talking about entrepreneurship mindset versus business mindset. And people in here are usually the business mindset. These are the people that need to borrow money. These are the people that, they're looking at what is the probability of them winning. So if there's a 60% chance of them losing, they may not do that business. They probably won't do a business if there's 60% chance of losing. Where on this left-hand side, we're entrepreneurs. Here we're business people, okay? Here we're entrepreneurs. And entrepreneurs' mindset is, if it's 100% odds of failure, I'm still gonna fucking do it. If the odds of success is 0, I'm still gonna do it. I'm still gonna figure out how to do it. So on this section, you're not looking at banks, and you may get banks down the line, but or funds or credit, but those things are irrelevant. Okay, those have nothing to do with me reaching my goals or an entrepreneur reaching his goal. Let me give you an example. Myself and Elon Musk. For example, when Elon Musk started with his rocket, right, or with his electric car, he was all in. He had to put all his money in, and he had to sell stuff. Everything. He had to put everything, and he could have just lost everything. Okay, so he was all in. His own personal stuff. When the second rocket blew up, and he was going to third, and they had no choice. I have to make it. I must. And if you listen to his videos where he talks about it, he'll use these words. I had no choice. I had to make it. I had no other thing to do. Look at myself. When I started, right out of college, I had $100 living in my car with no credit, no experience. I had to do it. I must do it because I was living in my car. I had no money. I didn't want to get a job. I didn't want to work for the fucking man. And I didn't have any credit. I didn't know what to do. But I knew I was going to be an entrepreneur. I knew I was going to have financial success. I knew, but before I hit 30, I was going to have multi-million-dollar businesses. And before 30, exactly had happened. I had my moving company, Dr. Rue, which I owned for 14 to 15 years, ladies and gentlemen. I had my real estate brokerage firm where I had realtors working for me, people that are like my dad's and my mom's age, and I'm so young working for me. I started owning rental properties way before I was 30 years old, guys, okay? Which is amazing. Most people, that when I went to real estate investment clubs were like my dad's age and my grandpa's age, and they were there, and I was such a young guy, and when I was there I already owned 3 businesses. So the reason I did that, not because I'm smart, I can't read or write like I explained to you earlier, not because I know the right people or my daddy's rich or he has connections or he's pulling leverage for me, not because I had unlimited amount of funds. No, when I lived in my car, I had 0 funds. I had $100. But what I did have is the formula to be my dreams, ladies and gentlemen. I had this mindset. I have to do it. Let me give you another example. I built my little empire debt-free. Sure, I didn't have 50 locations and, all the stuff, right? But My business was debt free. Every penny that I made, I didn't have no fucking master, no fucking banker, no lender telling me what to do or how to do it. I was a free guy. I had 3 businesses and I was living life up. I have rental properties. I made passive cash flow. I had a business that I didn't even go in for the past 7 years. I didn't even go to my moving company. It was an autopilot working for me, workers, etc. You know, massive virtual assistants. So I had a great life. I had money in the bank. I never bought cars on debt. Everything I had was paid for. My toys paid for. Everything. My business paid for. You know, I was living the American dream, ladies and gentlemen. I come to America as a refugee. Parents are illiterate. They don't have high school education. We don't know anybody. My dad sells ice cream in the ghettos of Dallas, Texas, gets robbed multiple times. So I don't come from luxury. I don't come from anything. And some of you guys think, hey, Mike is so mean, this and that. And you know, the reason is because I have so much love for you guys. I want you to be successful. I don't want you to sit here and tell yourself all these sad stories. Oh, you know, it doesn't work, man. It's so hard. People don't want it. I mean, trust me, I can feel the same way. For example, that's why I left my 3 businesses, because a couple of reasons, right? One is because my brother betrayed me and my family betrayed me, and I don't have kids and family, and I work just for them. And then 2 is because I was so sick and tired of people reaching out to me saying, oh man, you don't know, it's so hard to be on these streets. So I say, you know what, man, right? I'm so confident in my abilities and my alchemy formula that I discovered that I'm willing to just let go of everything. I give 90% of all my stuff to the homeless people in the Dallas-Fort Worth area. I just gift my shit away, okay? Just close down my business. You know, I could have sold my business and make some serious money from it. I decided not to even do that. Just walk away from everything, dude. Just walk away from everything and just start from zero and show you guys how to do it. Why am I so confident? Because I know I have the alchemy formula. Because I realized that if I go from getting into I must and I have to, which is exactly what I did, right? So I fucking close everything, my successful businesses, my rental properties, okay, right? And moved in my fucking car. Right? I traveled America. I went camped out. I didn't take showers for days. You know, I got so fucking hungry. I got so fucking motivated. I put myself what I call volunteer suffering to where I could get to my mindset to be I have to do it, because the truth of the fact is money doesn't create success for you. Whoever told you that lied to you, which is everybody and their fucking mama. Money doesn't make success for you. Only in America is what the dream is. If you look at fucking people in the Middle East, you look at people in Africa, you look in all these poor countries, these guys start businesses, change worlds, you know, with no fucking money, just their imagination, creativity. If you look back in the days, the smartest people, they did it with no money, dude. All the most important inventions were done through creativity, through the need of, I must have this shit. I have to make this thing work. Okay, the best writers, the best movies. If you look at, you know, that guy Rocky, I love that guy. I follow this dude. He wrote that book because he had to. He must make it, and he wasn't like, oh, I can, or I will, or I'll try, or I'll maybe do it. No, he was in this fucking phase. So coming to the story of being in this phase, what I'm trying to sway to you is that you don't need any money, you don't need any credit. All you need is the alchemy formula, which I've already found through years and years of fucking reading, years and years of fucking big mistakes where I lost a lot of money, a lot of time, and I found it now. And that's why I'm so confident that I'm willing to jump off the airplane over and over. The favorite guy you watch, I don't care how big he's made it, he's not willing to just let go and not cash out and start all over because he knows how hard it is. He doesn't have it in him. He probably feels somewhere that he's not telling you that A, his daddy made it for him and that's why he was able to have advantages. Or B, he got lucky one time and he's scared to do it again. I challenge you to go hit up your best guru, the best guy you follow, dude. I know them, I see them, and you'd reach out to them and let them know if they're willing to let go of everything they have and start all over. And I guarantee you the answer is fucking no. Better yet, if they're so badass, I challenge them, if you go and reach out to them, that they reach out to me for $100, I'll give them $100 and I'll take myself $100 and we can go to any fucking country that we don't speak the language and in about 6 months and see who makes fucking more money. Why? I had to come here as a refugee. There's a lot of people here making it, but they live here. They speak left and right. They speak the language. They know the area. Dude, we came here as refugees and we made it. You know what I'm saying? So I am so confident that I've found the alchemy formula, and I'm sharing it with you right now with one of the formulas, which is the 3 mindset. Okay, that the other guys that have already made it, driving in whatever, or living in these mansions in Hollywood trying to sell you some shit. They did it one time. They're not willing to do it all over again in a third world country, fucking, or any country they don't know the language with only $100 without any connections, dude, without knowing the language, without knowing which way the directions to go. Okay? I challenge you, or challenge anybody out there. You a badass motherfucker can be. I agree. Let's put it to the test, dude. Let's go to combat. We could go to China. We could go to India. We can go to Pakistan. We could go to any of these motherfucking places. I give you $100. I get $100, and we live out on the fucking street, living on the fucking street, no places, and see how long you can make it, and how much money you get to make in 6 months. And I promise you, those guys you look up to, you're not gonna take this fucking challenge because A, it's a lot of fucking danger. B, it's a lot of fucking work, and nobody in their right mind is gonna build a little empire and then fucking let go of that shit. No one in their fucking right mind. Only true hustlers. For example, when Tyson was coming up, dude, and he was knocking motherfuckers out, if you looked at his clothes, if you looked at his shoes, you looked at his socks, you could tell that motherfucker didn't have shit. His shoes and socks didn't match his shorts. And he just came in there and knocked motherfuckers out. He was a raw motherfucker. And I realized that if you want to have success, you got to be in that mindset like, I must do it. I have to do it. If you're in the mindset that I cannot try, it's great. You can have success if you have the simple luxuries in life, like a good economic government like we do have in America. If you get money from the bank. I saw some guy on YouTube talking about he's going to take, a big fucking apartment complex down and get in debt billions of dollars. And I thought to myself, dude, that's nothing to brag about. You're just saying you're going to go in debt billions of dollars, put it on your company EIN number. What is that to brag about? That you're getting in debt. Now, show me a way where you started a business with $0 and you made a $10 million business, or you made $1 million business, or whatever. Show me how you did it with nothing. Because that's the secret, man. Anybody can go borrow money to have success. But the problem is in America, most people borrow money to consume. So they buy TVs and Gucci watches and stupid shit, right? But the smart ones, they borrow and buy income producing assets, and they borrow and start businesses. Well, those are the good ones, but those are really not really champs of champs, because who the fuck, I don't think you're a champ if you become successful because you dance with the devil. You become successful because you borrow fucking money. You're enslaved, dude, and you're teaching other people to get enslaved by borrowing money to get ahead. Again, you can't go positive, go negative, ladies and gentlemen, okay? And so people can tell you, yeah, you can get money and get in debt millions of dollars and have positive cash flow, but really, you don't own this shit. The bankers own this shit, and at any moment, the economy can crash, your situation can change, but if you're free, right? If you make the shit out of nothing like I've done, at any time you can say, you know what, I don't need this shit, I can do it over again. I can do it over again. I can do it over again. Is it hard? Absolutely. It's hard to live in a nice home and, then live in your car. It's nice to not, be able to take hot showers and not be able to take showers 3 or 4 days. It's very hard, dude. It's hard not to, eat Persian food. I love Persian food. And not eat Persian food for the past 6 months every day like I normally do. It's hard to go out there and have just 3 pairs of clothes because I've donated everything else to the homeless. It's hard to just wear the same clothes 2 or 3 days in a row when you're stinky. But guess what, ladies and gentlemen? Hard is part of the deal. The reason these other guys are telling you go borrow money is because it's fucking easy, dude. It's easy to let your masters, the bankers, to enslave you. It's fucking easy. You know what I'm saying? You could be a house nigga. Excuse my language, but back in the days, there was 2 types of slaves out there. You had the slave that worked on the plantation, and you had the house niggas. And the house niggas worked for the fucking man, and they did whatever the fuck the man wanted them to do. And today, every motherfucker that's successful in borrowing money to get into debt, to start their business, or borrowing money on their social, on their fucking company EIN number, or teaching about how to make money 100% leverage and all this dumb shit, right? They're fucking house niggers, dude. They're fucking slave to the bankers, okay? The bankers own them. I don't believe in the fucking bankers. I don't believe in the Federal Reserve printing out fake monopoly money, ladies and gentlemen. I believe in financial freedom. And I'm here to tell you right now, if you live in America, you live in one of these free countries, you can have financial freedom with just $2,000 a month. I'm here to tell you can have financial freedom with $5,000 a month. I'm here to tell you can have financial freedom with $1 million a month. I know motherfuckers that make $1 million a month and they're in debt up their fucking ass. I know attorneys that make shitload of money, but they have shitload of student debt, shitload of fucking building debt, shitload of fucking furniture debt to start that business. So in reality, since they make millions of dollars a month, they're in debt up their fucking ass. I know real estate investors that had multi-million-dollar apartment complex, they're in debt up their fucking ass. I know businesses that have 5-6 locations, 100 workers at each location. Now, do they live good lives? Do they have nice cars? Do they have nice houses? Yes, they do. They don't own any of that shit either, dude. They have nice clothes, nice cars. They have all these beautiful things. They don't own this shit because they're in this mindset, ladies and gentlemen. They're very smart people, smarter than me. But again, they're enslaved. And now, if you want to fucking be your dreams, you don't have to make millions of dollars. If you want to, you can. But there's a big difference between having financial freedom and just making money for the fucking making money to make your vendors rich. Because when you make a shitload of money like that guy that lives in Hollywood that makes a shitload of money, he shows you his fucking house, he's in debt up his ass. Why? Because I toured Hollywood and I looked at where Michael Jackson lived. And if I'm not mistaken, it's been a while, the guy's rent was $100,000 a month. So these fools are telling you they're renting and they have these luxury homes and they fucking showing you all this bling bling. Now they gotta sell you on a fucking dream. So they got the bling bling, but they gotta sell you on a fucking dream. And so they're showing you all this stupid shit because they have cancer. Yep, you heard me right. They have cancer of consumption, and they can't stop. They can't stop. They can't stop. They gotta buy and buy and buy. They think buying more stuff brings you happiness. And you know what? You're right. It does bring you happiness, but happiness is a short-lived stimulus. It comes from external stuff. Like you buy a new Bentley, you're happy for a month or two. After that, you're not happy. But what I'm trying to show you guys is not fucking happiness. What I want to show you is joy. The joy of not having to fucking work. The joy of not having to fucking persuade people and try to sell people. The joy of not being in debt and not having to fucking being a house nigga. The joy of having financial freedom, doing what the fuck you want to do. The joy of deciding if you want to work today, if you don't want to work today. The joy of having money in the fucking bank instead of having stuff to show everybody you have all this fucking money when you're dead fucking broke, right? The joy of not being a vampire and sucking on other motherfuckers and trying to sell other people because you have cancer of consumption. And the joy of saying, fuck you, banker. And the way to do alchemy formula, which is right here. You must have the mindset of, I must, I have to. If you have the mindset that I must be a real estate investor, I have to get a check. And why do you think I put myself on to live on the streets? Why do you think I do what I do? Because I am preparing myself to get into this mindset of I must, I have to. And the best way to reach your goals, to reach the sky, is to be in that mindset. Okay, ladies and gentlemen? And that's my message for you today. That's my message for you today, guys. That I must, I have to be my dreams. I must, I have to be a top writer. I must, I have to be a public speaker. I must, and I have to repeat after me what the fuck you want to be. You can be it. I believe in you. That's why you're watching me. Go out there and hustle and bustle and don't take no answer for answer. And fuck all the naysayers that don't believe in you. Fuck them. Fuck them. Start grinding. Guys, if you like these videos, please like, please share, please leave a comment. See ya.